Handbuff Death Knight is doing really well in the current meta. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, this? Yeah, Rogue had his way with my body again. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a quick guide about Handbuff Death Knight today, talk about the mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips so you know what to do with and against it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, a like and a subscribe would be awesome, and don't forget to check out my Raid Shadow Legends channel if you want to support the channel for free. Now, let's get into the deck.
You are not prepared!
If you guys saw the last top 5, you're gonna notice that Death Knight is doing extremely well right now in the current meta, and Handbuff actually had a very decisive lead over everything else. Right now it's sitting at 58.6% win rate, very big sample size to go with it too, 1500 games, nothing to scoff at. And yeah, the deck is actually pretty strong, pretty fun to play, and you can definitely win a lot of games with it. Here's the list up close, and what the list consists of: you have some early game in the form of a bit of a Morbid Swarms for the early turns, your Dreadhound Handler helps you with the early turns as well. Brittle Bone Buccaneer on tempo can also be pretty nice. And yeah, the name of the game with this deck is in the first few turns you're trying not to fall back too much on the board while you're actually setting up some very big men for your hand. And around turn 5, turn 6, you really start blasting with the big men. You do have some OTK potential with this thing as well. If you've buffed long enough, on turn 10 you could go with a very big Darkhorn Quilter into a very big Gnome Muncher. And that way, if the opponent didn't play all that much on the board, you could actually just OTK him that way. Because these guys going up 20 attack each is not something you're going to be a stranger to. But obviously you got to be smart about the different opponents, because against some opponents, going with very big taunts like Nerubian Swarm Guards would be the way to go. In other cases, going for the OTA with the help of Quilter plus Gnome Muncher is definitely preferable. Off the top of my head, against Protoss Mage you'd rather go with the Gnome Muncher and Quilter game plan, whereas against things like Rogues, aggressive decks like Menagerie Priest, Menagerie Pally, that kind of stuff, you're probably going to be better off with big Nerubian Swarm Guards. Also for things like Imbue Pally, you're probably going to be better off with the Gnome Muncher and the Dark Quilter, so yeah, keep that in mind because they do have plenty of big board wipes with the help of equalities and such. We have a Lesser Spinal in here, which you will be able to buff all of your hand with this. Sometimes you might actually use it before you've upgraded it back to its full potential. It's not the worst idea in the world, especially since it's only 1 mana, so you can definitely fit this in and feel good about it. The Morbid Swarm, usually you're going to be using it for a couple of 1/1s in the early turns, get you some of those corpses so that your Blood Tap can actually also work. But Blood Tap is again not something you would be very happy using in the first few turns. It's going to be much better when you actually have a little bit bigger hand size, so don't waste your time Blood Tapping on turn 2, and also don't look for it in the mulligan for the most part. Brittle Bone on tempo can be extremely powerful, especially if you buffed it a little, so keep that in mind. And the best targets for this thing to be buffing on would be, obviously the best of the best would be the Amateur Puppeteer plus the 1/1 out of it, but also it's not horrible on things like Fallen Baron as well as Dreadhound Handler, so there's that too. You have Poison Breath in here, and technically you could be using it just on a single hero power, but the big boy play with this thing would be to use it on a Darkhorn Quilter, and that way you basically delete a very big board very easily for only 6 mana. And if the Darkhorn Quilter actually sticks with the Poison Breath, you could follow up with a Gnome Muncher after that, and that usually does mean GG if the cards were big enough. A couple of Shambling Zombie tanks is not something you're going to be looking for in your first few turns, so definitely don't get baited into holding onto them, but later on they're basically a super cheap, very big minion for you, so it's basically like a second copy of a smaller Nerubian Swarm Guard you could play for cheaper. Fallen Baron, like I said, gives you a lot of card draw. Single copy of Rainbow Seamstress here helps you actually heal back full easily without having to use your Gnome Munchers, and it's a pretty nice react card for you. You don't have Reborn on it, you only have Rush and Lifesteal because you're double red, 1 green kind of Death Knight, so keep that in mind. But it's definitely not a bad way for you to be stabilizing the game and also deleting something pretty big if you've buffed it. The Toy Snatching Geist can be extremely powerful for you because you could be discovering all sorts of cool undeads with a discount on them, so if you play this thing on turn 2 or 3, you could actually follow up with a 3 mana Amateur Puppeteer, which could be pretty broken. You could also get yourself an extra Darkhorn Quilter, an extra Gnome Muncher, that kind of stuff, extra Brittle Bone Buccaneer, extra Fallen Baron. Those would be some of the best off the top of my head. And don't forget the 8 mana giant version of this is basically always going to be giving you a 0 mana undead you could be using at your own pleasure for some extra bit of tempo on the board. The Quilter, like I said, pretty powerful, especially comboed off with Poison Breath, and sometimes you just tempo this thing out decently big, like a 6/8, an 8/10, something like that, and a lot of opponents actually cannot handle that, and with this thing on the board, well, you basically board lock the opponent, because whatever they play, this guy probably deletes for free, so that can be super broken. But yeah, you could also be using it on turn 10, and the way you do that is first play the Quilter, and then you play the Gnome Muncher, because the Quilter actually goes off first, and then the Gnome Muncher attacks the lowest health enemy, hopefully the face. So the order in which you play these guys definitely does matter. It's all about the order in which they got on the board. So if the Quilter was first, he's gonna be blasting first. Then the Rubian Swarm Guards, like I said, pretty nice for some extra defensive line. And you don't always even need to be playing these guys too big. Like, let's say on turn 3 you put down a Brittlebone Buccaneer. On turn 4 you could follow up with a bunch of 2/4s or something, the Rubian Swarm Guards, so you can actually follow up with an Amateur Puppeteer after that, and that can be for good. Xavius can be super solid here. You could be getting all sorts of different minions with extra Dark Gift, and sometimes you could get an extra copy of this guy, a 2 copy of it or something like that. You could get No Munchers with charge, Wilters with charge, all sorts of different broken things. Like, anything with charge on your hand buff bullshit is absolutely broken, so you'd be more than happy to actually use Xavius in your deck. A couple of Sanguine Infestations are super good, and one of the best things you could be doing in the early turns, you can actually have a bigger, better hand, so you can buff it bigger, and also the couple of Leeches are definitely no joke. The Amateur Puppeteers, don't lose your mind trying to be too greedy with this card, and some matchups really not needed, but in other matchups you're definitely going to be very happy maxing the shit out of these, giving them Reborns with the help of the Brittlebone Buccaneer, all of that nonsense. And last but not least, it's the No Muncher, which is a lot of lifesteal on a stick. It's a taunt, and actually an insanely broken card. You're gonna see how we actually won the game against one of the rogues with this bad boy. Definitely came in with the clutch for us. For the matchups, here's what we have. Fishing Priest would be a bitch, because it's a little bit too quick, but everything else is actually super solid for you, so you should not have too much problems climbing with ease. And as for the mulligan, here's what we have. Going first, and second for that matter, you're gonna be looking for the Morbid Swarm, for the card draw with Show Fallen Baron, Dreadhound Handler, Amateur Puppeteer I'd only keep if I'm already curving into it, or if I'm not against an aggressive class like Priest or potentially Pally or other Death Knights. Be careful holding on to this because it's turn 5 after all. A lot of the time you're dead by turn 5 if you haven't done much. Brittlebone Buccaneer is usually great. Sanguine can be awesome as well. The rest probably not so much, even though the Toy Snatching Geist also makes some sense curving into it. And on the coin, again, we can see plenty of the same stuff, so mulligan accordingly. All around, that's it for the deck. It's super cheap. It literally is free to play because Xavius everybody should have. Rainbow Seamstress is not the most important card in the deck, but it definitely makes the deck a bit better. And everything else is a bunch of commons and rares, so very, very budget-friendly deck, very easy to play, very good on the win rate, so a no-brainer for easy legend climbing. Hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top legend. Hope you enjoy. Ah, man, you done did it. Are you happy now, Roki? Babyface. It'll grow back overnight, I wish.
Versus AFK.
Against the mage of all people. Okay. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Wonderful to see you.
Hello.
Reality. Whoa.
Hello. Sure, let's still get some of them corpses. Hey, congrats, Fanta. Yeah, it's still good. Still decent. Not as broken as it used to be, but still decent. Gets the job done. It'll grow back. Should I? Twitch has ads. Yeah, it's kind of sucky like that, innit? Can't do much about it. Can't do much about it.
Want a break from the ads?
I'm gonna coin this grill out. It's not ideal, but I don't want him gaining armor and crap. He's probably gonna kill it with the free mana thing anyway. Handbuff. I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose against this deck if he curves out the way he's supposed to with his blizzards and his bob and his elementals. We're not gonna be happy. Not great, but Just tempo this. I mean, we're not gonna tempo it, but I guess I'll gain the corpse. But we're not feeling very cash money about how this one's going. That's great. Do that then. Desmond? Think I know who that guy is, but I don't know. Perhaps. Perhaps. I neither agree or deny that statement. Okay, there's them blizzards. Hope he wastes them before he really starts needing them. That is the girl I was looking for, by the way. And now we get to do this. Let's do this. Don't bob me, bruh. Yeah, perhaps. I only played Assassin's Creed Valhalla and anything else. I'm not sure I played anything else. So there's that. That's another blizzard in my future. He is gonna provide another blizzard kindly for my future. Let's hope it's the last one though. Let's get the card draw first. I guess. See what this do. I'm looking for a Gnome Muncher, or at least another Quillboris. Okay, both of those cost 2 less. At the top, not great. This one's pretty hot, but I don't think I have that much time. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. Gotta make him do something. I doubt he's gonna waste a blizzard on this crap though, but have to make him do something. Yeah, what can I say, man? What can I say? Shaving is a bitch. I look like an 18-year-old man. An 18-year-old man kind of deal. I don't know. I'm sending mixed signals. A little bit on the mixed signal side. Okay. Kinda wanna play both of them right now. +3/+3 is cool on that. Now let's go like this. Put this bad boy on. Maybe a couple of these. If he does indeed blizzards, he's gonna kill the 1/1 at least. Something. Let's see how that bitch go. So far he hasn't discounted the cool ass as much, but right now he could, and next turn he could play it as a tenor. There he goes blizzarding. Well, still okay, I guess. Let's just go with this fat fuck, and this fat fuck, and try to take it from there. Okay, apparently he saw it our way. Yeah, I guess this was the way to go. If I went just building bigger, better men without them actually being able to do damage, that would have been fucky. So I think we went with the right line there, now didn't we? Principia. Principia.
Is my own.
Against the rogue. I think this would be the way to go. 2 morbid swarms might be a bit too much though. Let's try like this. Okay, I like the sanguine. Mad news is I don't have a 2-drop. Could coin out the Geist. Kinda wanted to coin out a sanguine though, but we'll see. Couple of lactose and toddlerants. I don't top deck anything playable, Toy Snatching Geist might be the way to go. Even though this Puppeteer is also pretty tempting. I don't know, it's way too slow. Another one. Well, that's a nice turn free now, isn't it? That child should be pretty good.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Definitely not happy this thing being alive though. But fuck it. Next turn we're gonna suck it dry most probably, if this 2/6 is alive that is, if he has bargain bin though. Probably not so alive now, is it? We'll see. The Poison Breath would be ideal on a Darkhorn Quilter. Later. That's a turn 6 kind of play. Probably. And there he goes, Quilborin. I mean, bargain binnin'. Real smooth. Real smooth. Seems Trace and the worst. Nah, fuck it, let him do the cyclage. Would have loved seeing myself a quilter in my hand right now, but soon. Still no brittle bone bullshit either. Yeah, 5 years younger. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. I mean, I was kind of happy the way I was looking, but yeah, it's different. It's different. Honestly, I was more interested to see how my head would be looking without the hair instead of the beard, but I guess we wouldn't have to wait too long for that one now, would we? Definitely doesn't seem like it. It's around the corner. It's around the corner. Really wish there was a quilter up in this bitch. Let's see what's in this. Nothing. That ain't the worst. Wait, what? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot, man. I'm a fucking idiot is what I am. I'm a fucking idiot is what I am. Ah, that was dumb. That was dumb as mud. That was dumb as mud. Fucking idiot, dude. I literally skipped a turn here. That was horrible. That was horribles. Very, very dumb play. Could have played the buff first, then do what I did, but then again, I wasn't happy about... No, I should have played the buff first, because that was always discounting whatever they get out of this by one, but I don't know. I pretended I had some versatility because of that. Did this guy also fuck up right now? Kinda felt like it. Wasn't like any of the cards were anything that game breaking or anything like that, but still, could have been a bit better for me.
Now this is treasure.
Okay, happy to see this shit up in there, in here. Something decent to get buffed on. Let's go ahead with this back, big girl. See how that go. Yeah. Yeah, we also have only one in here. Just a single seamstress. Seems like it, seems like it. Dubious purchase, of course, of course. We're getting close to getting fucked, but we have plenty of life still where this came from. As long as we're not insta-dead, I think we should be able to recover. Next turn we're gonna play these plus that. Feel good about it. Get out of the way. Is it supposed to counter imbue Pally? Depends on how you play it. If you play it for big quilters and big no munchers, probably. If you play it for big boards, no, because they're just gonna equality the shit out of you. Interesting. Fuck. Am I fucking dead? I was if he does it. And he fucking did. That was lame. 4 ELZs. That was a little bit on the lame side. Well, I could have played it better, that's for sure. Definitely could have played that one better. Against the fellow Dick.
None shall escape my wrath.
Let's go like this, shall we? Ill. This is not the cards we're looking for. And they keep on not coming. Yeah, GG, Principa. That was a close one, but not for me. Now let's tempo this bitch out. It's not ideal, but... Menagerie Death Knight is supposed to be the better deck. Fishing Priest is also definitely up there though, so... whichever you prefer, I guess. Okay, should be getting some good stuff out of that. See what that do. Nice. I think I'll actually tempo it then. Let's tempo one of those, so next time we can play this and feel good about it. Wish I had more shit in my hand though, not gonna lie. Poison Noose. I'll take that. This is what we call in the business a bait. Next turn we're still gonna get most of this. To be fair, we didn't even have that many stuff to actually buff and feel good about. The only thing that was good here is the Gnome Muncher, and it's fine. Chat. Sanguine Infestation, you say? I'm down to suck. I'm down to suck so we can get some more of that good stuff. There we go. Don't you know, suck it up? You got to suck it up. Oh man. Maybe I should have used this first, but no, I'd rather use it on bigger, better things. Okay. That's a big turn right there. A lot of card draw, a lot of buffage. Okay, there you go. To the dome is not out of the equation, but nah, I'd rather buff it real big. I'm gonna buff it real big. Ooh, Quillboris. That's good. That is good. Could actually buff it with a lot. Should I chill a bit? I'll go like this. Like that. Spit on this. And just finish off with a few of these big men. He could poison him, but he already used one. To be fair, if he used one, maybe he had the other already lying around, but let's see. That's gonna be most of his turn, so not the worst. There he goes, doing it again. Of course, he had it all along. What else is he gonna do with the rest of his mana? We're about to find out. This shit. Good news is, in a couple of turns we get to play this and that, so this might pick up all of the small shits. That ain't too bad. Another clipboard would be alright. There we go. Charge on the Gnome Muncher, you say? I cannot say no to that, chat. Let's go ahead and do this. Eliza straight out. Why wouldn't we after all? She kinda screams this deck, innit? God knows we'd run her if we could. This one's still bigger and better. Yeah. Tony. Next turn we get to play both this and that, so that's 31 damage on an empty board. It's actually gonna be 33 as soon as this Eliza dies. Problem is, we're never connecting face with the Gnome Muncher this way though. His Ceaseless is not ready yet, by the way. Which end turn effect is gonna happen first? If my end turn effect kills the 2/2s, would Gnome Muncher go phase before his Death Rattles pop? Probably not. Still gonna do it though. Wow, chat, it was gonna be lethal, but the game was absolute shit. Of course it's not gonna kill it. Right, guys, right. Of course it won't. It's the least it could do. 'Tis the least it could do, innit? Piece of fucking filth. I guess I could have traded it, but damn, was that dumb. I guess if I was sure it's gonna go that way, I would have traded the smaller shit into the leech. Because that way, we were almost guaranteed it was gonna go. That was lame, guys. That was lame. DJ Hooker coming in with the clutch. See if we manage to snag the win. Here we get him. Surely. Bit too late for that. Easy. Did the thing. Okay. That honestly should have been over a turn earlier, but the game was like, nah, Chief. Not on my watch, Chief. How's it going, Stanislav? Welcome. I like this hand. You easy for me, bitch. Quillbore is not something we usually hold on to, but I might. Nah. Let's do it like that. That ought to do it. Ew. Let's see now. Or pass. First few turns with this deck are not awfully exciting. Let's do this. If he spends his turn dealing with it, so be it. One extra Chill Fallen Baron card ain't the worst though. Cool. I like where this is going. It's going alright. It is a going. These are going times. Yeah, what the hell? What is that even? Cyclo Rogue, it seems. I think we should be fine, question mark. As long as we get some of that healing action. Oh man. Is that right? Harder, daddy. Sure. I do need to make some room. Let's go like this. Win this bad bitch. We have this for a reason, chat. And the reason is violence. That is the reason. We have it specifically for violence. Yep. We specifically requested it. Let's go ahead and do this. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Got our toddler ants again. It should be dawning upon him what's about to come real soon to a face near him. A face very near and dear to him.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate.
Murder daddy. I'm down to trade it actually. How do you like them apples, Chief? How are them apples feeling like? Dude's dead, innit? If I didn't know any better, I'd say dude's dead. 13. It's actually not dead. Is he not dead? It's 50-50 in it. It is 50-50 from where I'm from. No, I just gotta kill it, right? Told you it's not lethal. But it's also not lethal. Like, how is he recovering from this? That's the neat part. It don't. Next turn we're just gonna suck him dry.
How long can you hold
I'm gonna suck him like it's hot. Don't you dare do bullshittery. Not in front of your mother. Really? Right in front of your mother? Really? That just looks like concede with extra steps.
now this?
From where I'm from, that looks like concede with extra steps. Right. Fuck out of here with that bullshit of yours, bruh. Still dead to a fart, bruh. And I just had a burrito. A burrito has been had.
Now this is treasure.
Some people really don't know when it's time to concede, huh? How's it going, Buffy? That was just a lot of extra steps with a concede at the end now, wasn't it? A lot of extra steps. My boy! My boy! I am but a boy.
Watch your back.
Another rogue. Yeah, Roki has had his way with my body again. Okay, this curve is decent. Oops. There we go. Almost. No need to tempo it out, I feel. Both my no munchers like that, pretty fucky. Okay. See what this do. Could get Malignant, could just get Eliza. Eliza with this pretty strong next turn, actually. Why wouldn't I? Nothing better presents itself for next turn. That'll have to do. Two of this bullshit in a row, huh? I call your bullshit and I raise my bullshit. Accept that.
My dread blades crave blood.
Card draw is what I really want, so either Chill Fallen or the 4-mana Sanguine Infestation ought to do it. That is what I need. That is what I want. That could have been worse. I'm getting free corpse to upgrade. Ain't nobody got time for that. I think I'm just gonna make a bunch of free 4s. Yeah, let's just do that. Gotta push that tempo of ours. Way things are going, we might not need too much. Dude's doing a lot again. Hold me, chat, hold me. That was nice for me. Yep, not so much. Yeah, he's gonna cycle a shit ton of shit. A shit ton of shit will get cycled. Nice. Did he get fucked? Did he get fucked? Be honest with me, game. Come on, get fucked. Face piece of shit. Oh man. That was close. He's still going though, so not so close apparently. Fuck. Okay, now we're in danger. Now we are in danger, it seems. Don't you just love it when a rogue plays 40 seconds into your turn? That's just so fun, so chill. Love to see it, guys. Fun E, fun E. Yeah, we're screwed. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we're screwed, chat. Screwed, damn it. Screwed as fuck. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back from that. Despite appearances, I don't think we're coming back from that. I'm gonna go like this and pretend it's enough. It ain't. Alternatively, I could just kill both the spooters. Play a couple of these, won't do much. At this point, he doesn't care about the cyclage anyway, so fuck that. It's kind of full, so not much point in killing that. I'm gonna kill this ass so he doesn't have another way to bounce. Play this shit. Play. Okay, something. Let's hope he doesn't have espionage up in this bitch. Something tells me he does. Let's find out. Okay, I think he's also barebone here. He's barebone here, so the gnome muncher ought to do it. Looks pretty barebone to me. Let's see how that go. Fuck. It's going fuckingly, apparently. It is going in a fucked up fashion. What's he got left in there? Not much. Ooh. Ah. Could try what's behind door number 2, you know? Door number 2 looks awfully appealing. Let's see it. Although hero pairing is also awfully appealing. Nah, let's just kill that 210. I think if we do that, we win.
I'm almost out of cards.
Not that much damage left in him, I do believe. We're about to find out, though. We might just be dead. I think we are. Maybe no.
Number 802, welcome to the collection.
Wonder what that hero card he picked up is, though. Sanguine Infestation is cool on that, but ain't nobody got time for that. Let's go like this. See how that bitch go. Here we get him. Is he gonna fatigue the shit out of himself? Feels like it. Okay. Thanks, guy. That was a rough one. That was a rough 1.5. Sheesh. Shut up, lay it around it, Chief. I wonder what the hero card he picked up was, but damn. God damn it, dude. God damn it. That was not supposed to be a win for us, was it? Didn't feel like it was. Not at the second half, at least.